AuthAction channel. In this video I'm going to show how to integrate authentication in React application using AuthAction. So I already created a sample application in my tenant. So I'm going to integrate with the React framework. So there is already GitHub example for that. So I'm going to clone this one and then follow the steps and then see how to integrate Auth 2.0 in React application using this React OIDC context library. It is a client-side SDK for integrating Auth 2.0 code grant flow, mostly used framework package. So that is what used in this example. So I already cloned the sample app, and then I'm going to do npm install first, and then in the code I can see that this React OIDC context package is used, and then it's all passing some OIDC configurations like authority. This is your authorization server, so it comes from the AuthAction tenant domain, and then client ID, and then redirect URI. This is where user is getting redirected to after authenticating, and then there is a logout redirect URI. This is where user is redirected to after logged out. So those environment variable configured here in this env file that get picked up from this logic using process.en, and then in the app.js using use auth from the React OIDC context to make sure user is authenticated or not, or else we need to redirect back to the login page. So those kind of things handle using this package, so you don't need to maintain any state or you don't need to deal about local storage or session storage. That all taken care by this package. So now I'm going to configure my environment variable. So first I need a AuthAction tenant domain. So in the application dashboard, you go to the settings tab and then you can find your tenant domain. Copy that one and then you can configure for the tenant domain, and then client ID. So for a client ID also you can copy similarly and then paste it, and then redirect URI. So once user is authenticated, the user will be redirected to this URI. So but you need to configure this one in the dashboard as well. So there is a allowed callback URL. These are the redirect URI where the user can be sent after authenticating. So currently there is nothing, but I'm going to configure with this value. And then for logout also similar, because this application developed like that. And then I'm going to say the configuration, and so my environment file, all the details are filled up, and then I'm going to start my application using npm start command. So the application is getting started, and then it shows React logo and then login button. So and then I click the login, and then it will shows the user is already logged in, so that's why it shows without showing the login page. So I can once again show logout and then login. So now the existing session is cleared out, and then it shows a login page. So here it will show email password connection and then login via Google and login via GitHub option. That is how it looks. That is how it's configured in the application settings. So you can also configure multiple other social logins based on your need. So I'm going to sign up. So already in this tenant there are two existing users. both created for the same application. So I'm going to sign up with a new account. And then your application will receive this ID token, access token, that is what's shown here. And then if you go to the dashboard, you see the new user signed up, and then at what time he signed up, and then what application he has access to, and then what role the user has. So currently there is no roles. This is how it works. So it's very easy and straightforward. You can easily integrate in your React application. And then so I will also show one more stuff from the package perspective. So the user session state is maintained in this session storage. It has access token, ID token, and other profile information, which user logged in, like email, verified or not, and then who is the issuer, and then what is the subject, user unique ID, and so on. So you can pass this access token to your backend to fetch API responses. That also you can configure by which API server this application has access to. So test application, if this is the backend application, you can use you can configure, you can pass audience parameter with the API server unique identifier, so that access token can be used to fetch or used to call the API calls, and then you can retrieve the data responses. We will show another video how to do that. In this video, we simply integrated a login flow, sign up flow, easily using AuthAction in React application. Yeah, thanks. Happy coding.